Today I want to show you basic editing for video in Movavi. So we're going to use using Movavi Video Editor 12. So we'll bring this up. And before we get that, you'll see that I have on my desktop, I have a folder called Videos Working Files. I use Dropbox a lot for getting information from my phones or camera into the computer. And I've just found that if it's by having my files in the cloud, it just doesn't perform as well. So I usually move them from Dropbox onto my desktop, and then you'll see how that folder is also pretty handy. But here's our opening screen in Movavi, and we're just going to go ahead and click on this Create Project. As you see, you can just drag your files right here. So I'm going to bring up the one we're going to work on today, and we're going to work on this Walker air filters. And this is the video. Now, this will set the video to the size of the original of how you shot it. And I've already checked this out, so I know it doesn't really need to be cut. But I want to show you some tricks and a couple of things that you can do with this. So you may have noticed in this folder, you see I've got like a close-up view. In a lot of my videos, I will switch between, I shoot them with two cameras, actually two phones, and then I will do close-ups and that type of thing. And let me show you how to do that because I don't think this is really a way you're supposed to do it in Movavi, but this is the way I do it. So I'm going to just drag this and so you can see it on another channel. And then what happens, and that's what these are. These are like layers. That one thing is on top of another. And if I double click this, then you'll see it comes up with these little resizing deals. So just like that, and I'm going to mute this for now. Oh, and I can actually mute this whole section. But let me just show you what happens when we're how this would work. So here would be talking, and then this still has the sound, but we would see the video from here. So I'm going to pause that. I'm not actually going to use this one. I like to shoot multiple takes just in case, but it just didn't really suit the video. The other thing I like to do is I like to add my logo, and this video's working files. Here I keep folders for each of my videos, and then on the outside of those folders, you can see I've got some different intros, outros, that type of thing. This one happens to be called Frame Logo. I'm going to drop this in here, and here again, I'm going to double click it, and this is my logo. I do this because, well, I mean, it looks a little bit more professional, even though I shoot my videos on iPhones. But the other piece of that is that my videos tend to be shared, and they're shared by other retailers that sell what I sell, which is unreal, but they do. So this way, at least they're branded with my information, and so I don't look like I'm speaking for another company. It's very, very clear. Or if I did want to shoot them for another company, then I could put their logo there. But that branding is always really nice. And then we're going to move on to the next step. And like I said, I've already cut this, but if you needed to cut it, like just right here, I'm just kind of clicking on something. Whatever is selected gets cut. So for instance there, and then I could cut out a section or do something different with it. So I'm just going to undo that. And there we go. Now I'm going to post this on both Facebook and I'm going to post it on YouTube. And you're going to find that you get better results by posting them natively to the platforms. So here I've got this where it says solid black end screen. I'm going to add this to one of these, and here I can double click this. I think I can. Here we go. Come on. Well, I guess it's not letting me do it, but I just switched versions. Oh yeah, it's right up here. So the duration, this is what I wanted to change, and I want to make this like 10 seconds instead of whatever this is. We'll make it 10.6. That'll be fine. The reason why I'm doing this is how I'm going to save it for YouTube, and that way the end screens I can put up little icons for the different end screens, like, hey, check out these other videos or things like that. So now to save this, I'm gonna first save the project, which will save it in the Movavi format. And this is our Walker Performance Air Filters. So we'll just call it Walker Air Filters. And that'll change the icon in that deal. That way it just saves our work in case something gets screwed up. Now I'm going to save the movie as a media file, and we're going to save the movie as an MOV, and we're going to save it here to browse. Once again, we're going to change it to our correct folder. There we go, and set to select the folder, and I'm going to call this one -YT for YouTube. And this is going to save it. And this can take a few minutes. I mean, this isn't bad because I didn't have a bunch of layers one on top of another. If they're a little bit more intense, you can see it's going to take like 2.5 minutes. And so I'm going to pause this right now and come back when this is done saving. And like magic, we're back. So we've just saved our folder. You can see it says the file has been saved successfully. We could open it up, but we're just going to click OK. Now I'm going to delete this end screen, and I'm going to change it to a different end screen. So here we go. We've got, let's see, it might be closing title. We might have to actually take a look at this. Yep, that'll work. So we're just going to add this in just like that. And I made these in Photoshop once I knew the screen size, and that makes it easy. So now we're going to save this one for Facebook. So here again, we're going to go through the same process. The save movie as a media file, and we're going to save it as an MOV is perfectly fine, but we're going to change the file name here to FB for Facebook. And we're going to start that. And again, we'll come back when this process is done. All right, so there we go. We've saved our second file, and this time let's go ahead and open the Output folder and click OK. So I'm going to show you, so now we have this is our Movavi file, so if we wanted to do any further editing, we've got that, which is, is good to have because you might view this one more time and be like, dang it, I wish I would have changed that. If you didn't save the project, you'd have to kind of start over. So here we've got our Facebook version, here we've got our YouTube version, and now it's just a matter of going to those platforms and posting there. So that is getting started with the Movavi video editor, and you're doing just a couple of simple things. There's a lot more you can do with this software, but I just wanted to show you some simple things to get started. So thanks so much for watching.